to point it out. There we go. All right, John. I hope you've got some talking points here. This might be a long one.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you know how it is. Filipino internet, this is a bit of a classic, well, not really a classic Rambulan. I guess I do have a talking point, for T1, they've got March in. That's pretty
They
cool. I'm
do.
always hyped to see March. We were always having this conversation, right, for T1, where for a while they just weren't boot camping, like even last tour, they weren't together. They're together now, and they finally have Coach March. It's good to see. We can always reminisce about what March does, force feeding of the
Oh.
mangoes. His
Oh.
his that moment will always stand out to me. He was on
Yeah.
like a support Slardar, helping his Medusa, and just force feeding the mangoes. Like that's
Yeah,
some next level stuff.
for anyone that doesn't remember that game, that highlight, as I like to say, John, I believe his carry was chronoed, right? It was a Medusa versus Void. He got chronoed, and March, all he wanted to do was just keep force feeding mangoes. Who was it, by the way? Who was it? Gabby? Was it
I'm
Gabby?
trying
He
to
was force
recall.
feeding. It was
I
somebody
I
back
think
in
it was
TNC.
either I think it was either a TNC game or a Team Dog game, and I can't recall which one. So I want to say TNC, Gabby, and he was force feeding Gabby mangoes. So March is a man of business, and if he needs you to perform, he will force you to do stuff. That was the time when Mango Tree was still a neutral, right? That will stand out as March's most defining moment to me from any games we've casted. And again, it's good to see March back. We were talking. Do you reckon he has the whip out, Mike? Do you think
Oh,
he looked pretty
well,
happy. He looked pretty laid back
I
there.
mean, the opposing team chose anti-mage, John. There's nothing to be upset about. He looked at the draft. He's like, oh, we got a free win. Look at that. Guess that's game one down the drain at least. Looking forward to game two. I mean, March. Well, like you said, John, he's there now. They've got the support of their coach. The Mango March legacy is upon us once again here for T1. Very, very exciting to see. By the way, I will update the viewers. I know they get a little bit upset in these moments, John. There is no reconnections yet. We are still waiting to kind of reconnect. John, talk to me about your fashion style. You're looking very, very attractive today. Obviously, you've got the shirt on above the black t-shirt, a classic look with the shades on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, what
So,
made
I
you
don't know.
decide to look so handsome today, Jonathan?
Honestly, I get a lot of my wardrobe tips from my sister and my mom. So think about the fashion sense. Last time around when we were casting like 2 years ago, I just put on a shirt. I didn't really care how I looked. And then my parents like, hey, stop it. My mom's like, stop it. You're on camera. People see you. Put on something nice. So I started wearing collared shirts. Now they're giving me a bunch of polos. They're giving me these. They watch sometimes. My parents watch, so they want me to look good. I hope they're fine. I hope they're fine out there. With
Are
how
they
I look
watching right
today.
now, John?
I think they're in the grocery right now, so they're not watching. My
Oh.
sister's got better things to do as well. She's got work, so can't spend all the time watching your older brother cast.
Oh, no, I was asking for me, Jonathan. I was wondering if they're watching me. Nothing about you.
Fair
Shout
enough,
out to
Mike.
John X5's family. Shout out to you guys. I know you're not watching right now, but I appreciate you tuning in to listen to the glorious play-by-play. And, well, I mean, John's obviously there as well, so I'm sure they appreciate that. There you go. Still, no reconnections yet. Unfortunately, Execration still not within the game yet, so could be, again, another long wait. Good to see your internet's been holding up, though, Jonathan. I feel like you should be out there giving internet connection advice to these teams, considering somehow you're the one that's still connected.
I have no clue. Look. A while ago, people weren't seeing it on the cams, but as we went into the game, I heard a popping sound like right outside my house, and then I smelled electric fire. So it's like, do I have to run out and try to put out a fire right now? And fortunately, no. But it's I don't know why. Like this stuff happens to me. Sometimes my neighbors are just burning a lot of leaves, and my room's very stuffy. This time around, I got like plastic fumes, which certainly isn't healthy, Mike. But it's the challenges. You live in this country. Sometimes it's like hardwood, Mike. You get really hot weather. In the case of Boom last time, you get a really bad power company. It's living on hardwood, Mike. Well, maybe not as hard as Australia. Yeah, maybe not as hard as there.
I'm not talking about Boom Esports either, John. They have not sent me a jersey. I've been in negotiation talks with Gary. He's been ignoring all my messages, so I'm not happy with Boom Esports whatsoever. We won't bring them up, Jonathan. No more. They won't get any more praise from me until Gary responds to my messages. You know, I'm making very, very, easy demands, Jonathan. I'm not requesting too much. We'll talk about it later, though.
Yeah,
Still,
I'm sure you want to keep those terms under